indeed Tony Blair is himself. But how will that go down with one of the biggest Brexiteers, Nigel Farage? Well, I'm delighted to say we brought these two political pugilists to the same sofa, and I'm almost tempted to just sit back, go ding ding, off you go.
Round
Alistair,
one.
rip into him.
Right, why are you wearing a UKIP tie?
Just to annoy you.
Okay.
Let's start from this.
Yeah.
Tony Blair, you, a number of others, Richard Branson, a lot of significant people, have come out and said they believe there is a genuine chance to stop Brexit happening. Nigel thinks that's ridiculous. Why do you actually think that could happen?
Because the British people, in a democracy, having, yes, expressed their will on June the 23rd, have the right to change their mind, and I think they are changing their mind.
Oh, they are?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I agree
And I
with
think as the Article 50 process starts, and they realise that all of the things these guys promised, the money for the health service that Boris ran around with his bus, staying in the single market, staying in the customs union, they've all gone. And we've now got, when you actually boil it down, what we're going to get out of Brexit, it's a little bit of immigration control, but not much, and it's the European Court of Justice.
Okay.
And I defy any of your viewers to name a single European Court of Justice ruling
Nigel.
that made them angry.
Alistair, the war is over. The war is over. You know, come out of that foxhole. Come out of that foxhole.
You didn't give up in 1974.
Recognise it's done. But you're right about one thing. You know, people do have the right to change their minds, and they are in a big, big way. The last opinion polling I saw said if there was a referendum tomorrow, 68% would vote to leave, and millions of people have realised the pack of lies that were told, that our house prices would collapse, that it would be a disaster,
20%.
the stock market's through the roof. And by the way, thank goodness the pound is down a little bit. Very good news. And by the way, and it started falling. And it started falling.
What the markets think the economy is going to be when
I
we go out.
suggest you have a look at what sterling was, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The pound has been falling for years. The fact it's fallen a bit more, actually, for our exporters, is very good
Yeah,
news.
but
Very, very good news.
But no, our imports prices are going to go up. Food prices, inflation is up.
And do you know what that means?
Up.
Do you know what that means? We'll start making more things here in this country. That's how it works. That's why currencies
if we have
go up.
No deal that you want and that Theresa May seems to think may happen, and Boris Johnson says it's going to be fine, would you just answer me the question? If we come out with no deal and we go into the WTO, what are the tariffs going to be, for example, on the meat industry?
Well, the one area...
45%.
Yeah. And
no expert
hang on a
subsidy.
second. We import a lot more meat, and we import a lot more cheese, and we import a lot of wine into this country. They need us more than we need them.
They don't need us
I'm
more
actually...
than... That's a fantasy.
I'm actually...
We're
Well, look at the numbers.
People.
Look at the numbers.
We're 65
there are
million
5
people on the
million
doorstep of
jobs
the biggest
in Europe.
market in the world.
Do you know something, Alistair?
Oh,
the German car
my
industry
God.
call us Treasure Island.
They
we are
may
their
do.
biggest
They may do.
export
They may
market
do.
in the world.
Why?
Do BMW want to go on selling their cars in London?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
So there we are.
Okay,
so why not? Why not have a pragmatic
let me
deal?
jump in. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, by the way.
What is the deal going to be?
No, Alistair, let me ask you this. I remember being editor of the Daily Mirror back in early 2000 when the Euro debate was going on. You were on the phone to me every day. We need your help. You've got to support Britain joining the Euro. If we don't, I heard this from Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, everybody involved. If we don't enter the Euro, we are going to be in financial Armageddon.
No.
Yes.
No.
And guess what? We didn't enter the Euro. And none of the apocalyptic warnings you were giving me, and I voted to remain.
Yes, I know you did.
Right?
Piers,
but none of the warnings you gave me actually happened.
Hey, just a minute. First of all, on the Euro.
Why should I believe you now?
Run our own policies, have our own country.
As we have
and
done.
by the way, reach out to a bigger world than Europe, because that's that is what is so exciting about Brexit.
Is this global Britain?
There are over 20 countries are now
is
queuing
the first
up
step of a global Britain to come out of the biggest market in the world. How does that make any sense?
Because we're having to pay a net £10 million a year to be part of a market that over-regulates our industries and makes us less competitive. We're taking back control. It's great.
God, we're losing control.
Why are you so miserable? We're getting back our independence. It's great.
I am not miserable. I am genuinely worried.
We're a great country, aren't we?
And you have helped bring about an act of economic and political suicide, and that we are going to go into rapid decline.
How is it political suicide
and more
to make your own laws in your own country? Or do you loathe democracy so much?
Ding.
No. This point's fundamental.
Democracy.
What is wrong with running? What is wrong with running your own country?
Let me ask you this about democracy.
Should we be self-governing?
When are you people, and Johnson and Gove going to be held to account for the pack of lies you told? Are we going to stay in the customs union or not?
No.
Right. And did Boris Johnson say we would?
No.
Yes, he did. £350 million for the health service. Are we going to get it or not? Are we going to get it or not?
Shall I tell you what the biggest lie is?
£350 million. Are we going to get it or not?
You told us it was a common market, it was about trade,
1974?
and not to worry our little heads. 50 years of lies. 50 years of lies.
50 years of
and we've now redressed the balance. And we're now getting our independence back, our pride back, our self-respect back. We're going to be a proper nation.
Sorry, we're going to be a laughing stock.
Let's celebrate.
I'll
buy you lunch. Let's celebrate.
I don't want
fun.
lunch, because lunch to me would be a waste of time when I can spend my time trying to stop this madness.
You're not going to stop it. It's all over.
Well, I don't agree with you.
It's done.
Listen, did you give up in 1974? Has Nicola Sturgeon given up? Did Barcelona give up when they did 3 goals in 5 minutes?
Look, and what we've left is
falling
to pieces.
When people realise their jobs,
the Euro's a catastrophe. The migrant crisis is ripping it to bits.
Don't worry.
We're on a lifeboat. We've left the Titanic. We're in a lifeboat. We're in a great spot.
There's actually no doubt that there are a lot of people in this country who are slightly having the collie wobbles. They're beginning to buy in to a lot of this kind of
Nigel
stuff.
says that actually the polls show completely
the opposite. There has been a big shift here.
Nonsense.
There's been a big shift.
Nonsense. Oh, my
2 reasons. One, there are people in this country who are genuine
Fake
Democrats and they accept the result and say, not here, obviously, and they say get on with it. But secondly, people are realising we were told a complete pack of lies that, you know, it would be disastrous for our economy.
And
now we're seeing
It is a disaster
that
for our economy.
actually it's the best thing that's happened to us in a generation.
What have the CBI
and we've got the
What
chance.
have the Employers' Federation
And we've got the
said today?
chance. Well, the CBI, of course, like you, wanted to join the euro. They were wrong then and they're wrong now.
What did the Employers'
And that is true. I remember that.
Absolutely.
I remember every leading financial
and the exchange rate mechanism
in Britain telling me if we
We're
don't
not
join
in the
euro,
euro.
it will be catastrophe. And we didn't, and it wasn't.
You go and find... Go on, Susanna.
All right. Well, I just want, for instance, on immigration.
Yeah.
Theresa May does not do on immigration what you want her to do. Won't it have failed from your point of view as well?
What I think is going to happen is this. We're triggering Article 50. It's a big moment. We're leaving. However, the terms on which we leave, whether we get the right deal in immigration...
Well, wouldn't you like to have another vote on that? I mean, obviously not you, because
he wants another vote if we won. He wants another vote if we won.
I think what will happen is probably the next 2 or 3 general elections will be absolutely dominated by the implications of Brexit, immigration being at the top, fisheries being important. There are many things to sort out.
What about the economy?
Well,
that's quite important.
We're going global. We're going global.